Hi there, and welcome to the weekly Asylum and Immigration Reform Update, where I share with you 5 recent stories of interest to asylum seekers and those who want to stay current on immigration news. This week, we're discussing
Biden's asylum limit plan comes as polls favor a humane approach. A report shows a significant rise in deportation orders. Immigrants will be crucial to a future workforce shaped by technology. Senator alleged biased prosecutions against Muslim asylum seekers. DHS watchdog criticizes ICE for spending millions on unused detention beds.
I'm Brian Manning, and I used to be an asylum officer with the government, but now, as an asylum lawyer, I help immigrants all over the country to secure their future in America through asylum. It's my pleasure to bring you asylum and immigration reform updates each week right here on the Political Asylum Lawyers YouTube channel. Okay, let's get to the news. First up,
President Biden plans to sign an executive order to limit asylum entries at the U.S.-Mexico border amid a blocked bipartisan border security bill, even as new polling indicates strong voter support for a humane asylum system, with 2/3 favoring legal migration avenues and efficient processing of asylum cases. The majority of voters, including Democrats, independents, and swing state constituents, prefer a humane approach, maintaining migrants' civil rights over punitive measures like detention. This preference extends to electoral impacts, with voters more likely to support candidates advocating humane policies. Moreover, a significant number of voters oppose using private prisons for detaining asylum seekers and view harsh enforcement tactics like family separation as ineffective in deterring new migrants. This sentiment is echoed across political affiliations and is particularly strong among swing state voters, highlighting a broad disapproval of for-profit detention and harsh border enforcement.
And next up, for update number 2.
A new report indicates that approximately 500,000 immigrants were ordered deported in the last 6 months, a significant increase from previous years. Harris County, Texas, where Houston is located, ranks as one of the highest for such orders, with over 8,000 removals noted. The broader statistics show a sharp 50% increase in deportation rates compared to the last administration, underscoring the intensifying enforcement measures across the U.S., with New York City, Los Angeles, and Dallas also seeing high numbers. Advocates argue that many of those deported have long-standing community ties and non-criminal backgrounds, highlighting the urgent need for immigration reform. The report also points out the growing challenges immigrants face in securing legal representation, with an overwhelming number struggling to contest their removals effectively, often due to financial constraints or lack of awareness about their legal rights.
All right, time for our third immigration update.
Immigrants are set to play a pivotal role in meeting the United States labor demands as the economy evolves, particularly in sectors requiring post-secondary education due to advancements in artificial intelligence and semiconductor production. The Migration Policy Institute highlights a significant educational gap, with only 62% of U.S. adults having some level of post-secondary education as of 2023, while projections indicate 72% of all jobs will require this by 2031. This discrepancy is more pronounced among immigrants and certain racial groups, suggesting a need for targeted upskilling initiatives. Despite these challenges, the report underscores the necessity for comprehensive policy reform to reduce barriers to educational recognition for immigrants, considering the non-recognition of foreign credentials and unstable immigration statuses, which could hinder long-term investments in the U.S. workforce.
And moving right along, update number 4.
Senator Dick Durbin has raised concerns with the Department of Justice regarding the discriminatory prosecution of Muslim asylum seekers at the U.S.-Mexico border. A Los Angeles Times investigation revealed disproportionate imprisonments of migrants from Muslim-majority countries under Section 1459 of the U.S. Code, which has historically been used against drug smugglers, rather than the typical sections for illegal border crossings. Durbin's inquiry focuses on the misuse of this section, emphasizing that such targeting conflicts with Title VII of the Civil Rights Act, fundamentally undermining the rule of law and the rights of individuals seeking refuge from persecution. Various lawsuits and reports have previously accused the U.S. government of discriminating against Muslims in the immigration context, including through former President Donald Trump's infamous Muslim ban, which was ultimately blocked by the courts.
And finally, our 5th immigration update for this week.
The U.S. Department of Homeland Security's Office of Inspector General criticized Immigration and Customs Enforcement for inefficient spending, highlighting $25.3 million paid for numerous unoccupied beds in California's detention centers. Between April 2022 and April 2023, ICE contracted with GEO Group Inc. for 560 beds, but used an average of only 136 at the Golden State Annex in McFarland. Even when combined with another nearby facility's detainees, overpayment persisted. The report urges ICE to adjust its contracts to reflect actual housing needs and avoid fiscal waste. Additionally, issues with compliance on health and grievance standards were noted during an inspection, including unprocessed medical grievances and inadequate language services, jeopardizing detainees' understanding of their medical care and rights. ICE has agreed to reassess and renegotiate its contractual terms accordingly.
And that wraps up this week's immigration news. If you want to win asylum in the United States, then you should call my office today. We help people all over the country, so it doesn't matter where you are. Call us now to schedule an asylum strategy session so that we can help you to secure your future in America through asylum. Again, I'm Brian Manning, and it's an honor to serve you in your immigration journey.